What the hell just happened? Silver dropping from 116 on January 29th to January 30th the next day from 116 to $75. What the actual. All right, guys. We're going to go over today we're going to make a video explaining giving investors who are getting into this space, who are brand new to this space, and getting them to understand what you're getting yourself into. I have been stacking since 2020, and then over 6 years. I'm not saying I'm an expert, but I've been in the game long enough and have several thousand ounces to know what the is going on. I want to explain to you newbies who are just getting into the silver game why you should know what the hell you're getting yourselves into and what to be careful of. And I'll be honest, I'm not going to sugarcoat nothing to you guys. I'm going to tell you guys the freaking truth. And you guys do what you want with that truth. But first, so if you're going to get into the server game and you want to know what you're going to get yourself into, watch this video. If not, just get the hell out of here, bro. If you are getting into the server game, what to expect and what you're getting yourself into. And that's for you to decide. So anyways, guys, today is January 30th. We had an historic run. Silver went all the way up to 120 an ounce. I think even a little bit more than that. $120 an ounce. We hit $120 an ounce, I believe, on the 28th. Yesterday we were at 116 and we dropped all the way down in a matter of seconds to 116 to $75, back up to $85, $86, around the $80 range, mid $80 range. What the hell happened? We're gonna go over exactly what the lizard people, the economists are saying the reason for the drop. So what happened today? World War III did not happen today. Nukes didn't get set off today. Nothing drastic, nothing exaggerating, not another 9/11 happened today. Nothing major happened today besides the only thing that happened today. And the reason why they're saying the reason why the market crashed the way it did was because market sold off after Donald Trump had announced Kevin Warsh as his pick to lead the Federal Reserve, replacing the current chairman of the Federal Reserve, Jerome Powell. And then it says right here, that announcement hit rate expectations, jolted the dollar higher, and set off a rush to lock in gains and crowded safe haven trades. All right. So, in other words, the lizard people say, no, no, no. The lizard people said, no more, guys. No more. You guys cannot win, man. Let me tell you guys right now. Whip out the US dollar. Here, I'm bringing out this piece of trash ass dollar, right? All right. So what's been going on? Oh, this crappy dollar right here, right? Right here. All right. So this dollar is the dollar's biggest op. Their biggest fucking op that they have, and they have always had against, is with silver. There's always been their biggest op. It has always been their number one op is silver and gold. Gold and silver. Reason being is because it was known as a currency. For many, many years, gold and silver has always been known as a currency for thousands of years. Maybe not forever and ever, before they were trading berries and fucking peanuts. But gold and silver has for thousands of years have been as a currency. And this fiat currency that's no longer backed by anything, used to be, but no longer is, not even backed by oil anymore. That stopped during Biden's administration, is no longer backed by anything but by trust. And I don't know about you, but who in the hell trusts the U.S. anymore? Shit, we're even willing to wipe out. We're even looking at invading Greenland, taking over Greenland, and if they don't take our money, we'll take over them and invade them. Nobody trusts the U.S. anymore. The trust is gone. There's now the reason for the prices of silver and gold to raise as go as high as they are today, which I think gold is at $30 trillion market cap, and silver also 6 trillion, being the number one, number two most precious stock and asset in the world. Nvidia has always been number one for many years, especially during COVID, all the way to till recent, until they got overtaken by gold and silver. So gold and silver has overtaken them. And let me tell you one thing: the dollar's biggest op has always been silver. This is all my opinion now. This is all going into my opinion. This is not. Don't take this for a fact, but I've been stacking since 2020. So what happened was a lot of people were getting into, a lot of newcomers, a lot of newbies, and this is how you know when shit's about to hit the fan. When your average Joe Schmo, when you start hearing mama and grandma start talking about silver and gold, even though they used to talk a lot of crap about it for years and used to look at me funny, but now they're starting to say, oh yeah, we should get in. This is a great investment. A lot of people were looking at silver instead of what it was, which is a safe haven asset, and this is insurance for the future. And I'll go more in detail with that. They were looking at us to get rich quick. If you are looking to get rich quick, do not get in silver. I'm gonna give you guys the step by step of what the you're getting yourself into when you get into the silver game. I'll be honest, I've been stacking, again, like always, I keep saying it over and over since 2020. And do I wish I invested into other assets more heavily than I did in silver back in 2020? During 2020, I knew that there was an opportunity to make money because everyone was making money. If you had it in Bitcoin, if you had it in crypto, certain cryptos, there was historic runs. Nvidia back in the day used to be $50. The last time I looked at it, and next thing you know, it's several $100s. Tesla as well, other stocks, everyone's getting rich. But instead, I put all my money into silver because I knew when I was buying at $18, $20 an ounce, I knew that this was a ridiculous undervalued asset. And it still is, even being at $75, $80, $100 today, it's still heavily undervalued. But I'm going to tell you one thing about the silver game. It is not for the weak. It is not made to get you rich. It is made to protect you for the future outcomes. Right now, the Fed, what does it mean to be a silver stacker? What it means to be a silver stacker is to take money out of the system by giving a big old middle finger to the dollar and trading your dollars into this asset. You become your own bank. You no longer, you're trading your paper monopoly dollars into something that has been tangible for thousands of years. You're taking money out of the system, and they hate you for doing that. They allowed, and I knew the trap was coming. When it hit $120 an ounce, I knew for a fact that by it going to $120 an ounce, more people would rush in thinking, oh my God, it's going to go up to $200 an ounce. It's going to go up to $300. It's going to go up to $400. So many people were saying that shit, and it did piss me off because what was going to happen was a lot of people who do not know what they got themselves into in the silver game. What happened was they got in, they bought at $120 an ounce. They bought in at $80 an ounce. They bought at $100 an ounce, 110, 120. They bought in the highest of the market it has ever been in human history. And they thought it was going to keep going up to $200 and $300 an ounce. Will it go up to that high? Yes, one day it will. But you need to understand the dollar needs to look good. And by silver and gold going to the extreme highs, it makes this look worthless than it truly is. Look, guys, I'm gonna tell you one thing. Sometimes I do regret getting into the silver game. I do. And the reason why I say that is because I think how a lot of you people think. The dollar, the almighty dollar, the almighty dollar. Oh my God, the almighty dollar. The thing about the silver game is, and getting yourself into silver, it's the most manipulated investment you could get yourself into. The most absolute effing ridiculous manipulated asset in the world, in my opinion. Don't believe me? Here's an article of Chase Bank getting sued by the SEC for corruption of metal manipulation. Yes, they did this crap for years. They made multi-billions of dollars, and exact how much did they actually pay? Give me one sec. Let me do a little bit of research. Hey, ChatGPT, can you tell me how much did Chase JP Morgan get sued by the SEC for silver manipulation or metal manipulation? What was the exact fine? Give me one second. Let me go ahead and populate this real quick. Alrighty. It's the most manipulated. And of course, it's manipulated by banks. So SEC settlement penalty portion was, the total settlement for JP Morgan was $920 million. Do you know how much JP Morgan profited from metal manipulation? So they got a $920 million fine. It sounds a lot to the average people like me and you, but let me tell you one thing right now. They profited billions and billions of dollars. And let me tell you, did they stop doing market manipulation? No, because what you've seen today was definitely market manipulation. Why? We're going to go back to what happened today. What happened today? What happened today was freaking Trump. All he did was pick a Fed chairman, and you're telling me that's gonna go from $116 an ounce to drop all the way to $74 an ounce, dropping over $40 an ounce? That is not normal. Yes, the way we went up and silver went up, that wasn't normal either. That was definitely not normal. But in my opinion, let me tell you one thing right now. If you're going to be stacking silver, you need to understand. All right, focus. You need to understand what you're getting yourself into. And you're getting into the most manipulated, most disgusting asset in the world. Now, it's not disgusting. It's beautiful. I wish I could have tens of thousands of ounces of these. But because the dollar's biggest enemy is silver and gold, they're gonna, especially silver. I don't understand why they manipulate silver as much as they do. I do have ideas and a little bit of research, but I'm not gonna go deep into it. Maybe another video. But since the dollar's biggest op and they are going to war with silver and gold, they wanted to teach you youngsters or you newbies a lesson. A lot of people got into $100 and $120 an ounce. And what they wanted to do is wait for the trap. You go in, think you're going to get rich. You think you're going to double your money because you're buying at 120. Maybe it's going to go to $200, $300 an ounce like everyone was saying, which was so disgusting. So now you went in and boom, guess what? Your silver that you bought for $120 an ounce is no longer worth $120 an ounce. It is now worth today $85 an ounce. And guess what? If you're trying to sell, if you bought physical silver and not paper silver, try selling that shit today. I sold some silver because your daddy wanted to get debt free. I was buying these bad boys at freaking $18, $20 an ounce. So of course, I finally said, you know what? I would like to be debt free, and I know what's going on. People were offering me $15 and $20 under a spot because I didn't want to sell online. I wanted to sell on the shops. But you know what? I'll take it. Your daddy be debt free, and you know what? I paid off all my debt with a quarter. A quarter what it's worth today. So you know what? I'll take it. I'll take that W. So I sold a little bit of portion. Your boy's debt free. Now I got over all these pretties with me, and it's all good. But let me tell you, if you're gonna get into silver, you need to think 10, 15, 20 years. Do not think this is a 1, 2 year, 3 year swing. which means you're gonna buy this year, and 6 months from now, you think you're gonna double, triple, quadruple your money. Get the fuck out if that's what you think that what's gonna happen. Go somewhere else. Go into stocks. Go into crypto. Go into those type of assets. Remember, it's not. Those assets are more of a clown show, and those clown shows do work, and you can get really rich off those clown shows, like Tesla, Nvidia, Palantir. Even though their books show that they're not making any money for some reason, those stocks have quadruple, 5x, 10x, 25x, 1000x. They freaking XX, and you're not gonna XXX like this with this metal, because why? Understand, this is the biggest op. But now, what I need you guys to, I'm gonna de-brainwash you. This is gonna eventually become even more trashier than what it is today. It's gonna be worth less than what it is today. You still have the opportunity to buy this, to use this to buy this, to buy this, till you can stack your silver. You can still buy real world assets that you can give to your grandbabies, or maybe, your grandbabies, or maybe pay off your house. But I'm telling you right now, you still have the opportunity to stack your silver. You still have the opportunity to buy more in the future, and you can. So even if you're buying at $80 an ounce, $100 an ounce, even it goes back down to $50 an ounce, do not get butthurt. Do not get butthurt, because let me tell you right now, this is real money. Don't believe me? Why is China and everyone and their mama buying it, this, and getting rid of the dollar? Because the dollar's effing trash, bro. Simple as that. The dollar is effing trash, and we need to end the Fed. And how you can end the Fed is by easily trading your paper trash money into this. Now, let me tell you another thing though. If you are gonna do this, and this is you still want to get into the market, let me tell you one thing right now. In case shit hits the fan and it gets disgusting ugly, you need to have some liquidity, meaning you need to have some money laying around. Do not go put your entire life savings, your entire 401k, your entire money into this. Put a portion of it. Because when shit hits the fan and it does get ugly out there, and you do need that paper dollar for emergencies, for life, that's life. Life is full of emergencies and ups and downs and turns arounds and this and that. When shit hits the fan, this is harder to liquid, because you got to go find someone that's willing to trade or barter with, and then if you already have this on the hand. But that is my 2 cents, guys. If you're gonna get into silver, I'm not gonna give you guys the bullshit. It's the most manipulative, most disgusting asset to get into, because of the manipulation, because they don't want you to get rich off of this. They don't want you. When you buy this and get into this, you're taking money out of the system. You're taking money out of the system. And how dare you take money out of the system? And what they do is they whoop your ass like they did today, and it makes you never want to get into silver again. But if you have the mindset of, you know what, I don't care what you did. Paper, I know that this paper is trash. I know that this paper is trash, and I would much rather have all this bad boy, all this pretty, all of this, then I strongly advise you. Let me give you a little quick research, right? Little quick rundown. Look at this. Look at this coin right here, right? This is $1 fucking dollar, guys. This, let me tell you why the dollar is destroyed. This used to cost $1. This is a $1 Morgan, right? $1. Come on, focus. Look at that pretty girl. $1. Tell me why this is worth today, even with the down markets today, a little over $80. How did this $1, who used to be worth the same as this. Now this, it takes 80 of these to buy one of these. That tells you the dollar is crap, is trash. It's no longer backed by gold, is no longer backed by oil, and now it's backed by faith. And let me tell you one thing right now. No matter how many times the lizard people tell you that the dollar is strong, if you truly do not believe in the dollar and you want to give the middle finger to the Fed, the best thing you can do is buy gold and silver. But at the same time, be very careful, because it's one of the most manipulative. Also, too, the most boring, because bro, I've been buying silver at $20 an ounce. And you know how long it took to get $30 an ounce? It took like damn near 5 years. Now, we did hit $30 for a small split second, but then it went back down to 20, and it's the most slowest. But now it's got some traction, and now we're sitting, even though it went from 116 to 75 and now back to 85. It's the most boringest, most slowest. I don't know about you, but this doesn't look, you know what? It's not boring. I mean, come on, dude. This is pretty. This is pretty, pretty, pretty. Look at this. This is pretty, man. You know? This is all pretty. And I bought all this for a little over a couple of G's, and now this is worth, I don't know, a lot. But not trying to show off, guys. I'm just trying to show you. Look, guys, stop thinking the gay way. Are you gay? And if so, get into this. Even if, don't get laughed at. A lot of your friends and foes are gonna laugh at you, laughing, haha, you dumb, and you bought all your money. You spent all your money on silver, and you're broke, haha, you losers. No, don't listen. Ignore. Step back in. I would wait for a pullback, more of a pullback. It might even get lower tomorrow. It might even go down to $50 an ounce. But you know what, guys? No matter what price it is, just keep using. This is trash at the end of the day. This is going to die. Keep buying the real stuff, the stuff that's been around for thousands of years, and you'll do just fine. But just be careful out there, guys. And for the people that are saying it's going to go up to $500, $1,000 an ounce, stop that dumb shit. Stop it. Because you're going to get people hurt, and you're going to get people getting not only hurt, but hurt, and you're going to put them in a position that now all they want to do is sell, and they're going to lose their asses when they could just hold on a little longer. Remember, guys, you cannot have paper hands. You have to have diamond, silver hands. And one day, it'll be all worth it, you know? But until then, keep on stacking. Keep busting your ass off. Keep doing what you got to do. I'm going to keep stacking. I've been laughed at for many, many years when I was buying at $20 an ounce. My wife used to call me a goofy ass, you know? Now, and a nerd. Now I'm sitting at $100. Everyone was looking at me like I'm a G. Now that I hit $75, I got a bunch of comments on my video that I'm a loser. And haha, you lost money, fool. But hey, I'm still up. Triple. I've been buying at 20. Triple, quadruple. I don't care. But at the end of the day, I don't look at my wealth by dollars. I look at my wealth by ounces. And let me tell you, it feels good to have several thousand ounces. All right, guys. That is it for the day. If you enjoyed this video, like and subscribe. Comment. Leave a hater comment. I don't care. But until then, guys, God bless. Stay safe out there. And peace.